What's up, and welcome back to another video. A couple minutes ago, I just got back from watching Slenderman, the movie, at the cinemas with my friends. If you follow me on Star, I had a picture of us at the cinemas. Anyway, so here's a movie review, and if you didn't notice, there's going to be spoilers, so don't watch this if you don't want spoilers. Alright, so Slenderman, was it a good movie? Yeah, it was actually pretty good. My main disappointment was the ending, though. The ending was terrible. One of the worst endings of a movie ever. Why is that? Well, it was just one of those simple endings. Everyone dies in the end. So, I don't know why they made it like that, because I reckon it's a terrible way to end up a movie like that. And one of my favorite scenes is the library scene. The one when when Ren goes into the library looking for books to help her research about Slenderman. She hasn't seen Slenderman yet, but her friends have. Some of her friends anyway. So when she goes to look at her friends, she finds her bunch of her books, starts researching, and then all the lights cut out. And then you just like see this like pole. Slenderman just comes out of the pole. It's so cool. In the movie, Slenderman comes out of pretty much everything, and he uses camo too. He like disappears and crap. It's really cool. In this scene, it was tiny bit like It, except way better. So basically, he's running. He is like, well, it's like a fake run. He's like sort of walking, a fast walk towards the girl, follows her, and she's screaming when it's pitch black, and every corner she turns, Slenderman teleports there and starts running at her, and then she ends up falling over Slenderman. It's like the alien scene, like it's like in pretty much every horror movie, when they're like closing their eyes sort of and the monster touches her. Well, that's sort of at Slenderman. He goes up and he touches her face and stuff, and then she just lets out a scream. Slenderman just grabs her, and he does something to her, and then teleports away. And then she has no face. It's got the face of Slenderman. And she's running around, smacking into stuff, screaming on top of her lungs. And then she bumps into someone. All the lights go back out. Her back on, it's a hallucination. Her face is normal. She's screaming and crying. And it's just the librarian that she bumped into. And wow, it's like such a good scene. And then the librarian's just like, what? I wasn't paid enough for this job. So that was a really cool bit. One of the things that annoyed me so much was that only one of them was smart, the rest were all dumb. So like, they got a random message on the computer from their friend saying, oh, you should go to the forest to give you a bunch of things that you really love and you'll go away. Who the hell will believe a complete stranger you met like 2 minutes ago online? Nope, they believe it. They go out and then you have to break things, say that you really loved them, and you put them away. And then you sit, wait for the bells. By the time the third bell, he starts coming. But they put blindfolds on because you're not allowed to look at him. That's what they said. So there's 3 of them because what happened at the start, the best friend died because they watched a video on the internet how to summon Slenderman. And anyway, she dies a week later. So the only reason why they're in the forest is because that's how you bring back your friends that Slenderman could take. And here's what Slenderman can do. He can either take you or make you suffer very severe from hallucinations, stuff, so you end a terrible life and want to commit. So that's pretty damn freaky. So anyway, they're in the forest, and they're all in it, and there's 3 of them because the 4th one died. And then they just stay there, and they said, don't take it off. I think the black one is called Chloe, yeah. Anyway, Chloe, yeah, she ends up, just keeps peeking. She ends up taking the blindfold off completely, sees Slenderman, comes out of the tree and looks at her, and she screams her head off. It starts running away, and then the friends have the blindfolds, they take it off, and they're trying to find their friends. And Chloe, she starts running and smacks her face right into a tree. And falls over. She starts screaming. She stops, looks up. Slenderman's right there. She starts screaming. And then Slenderman goes up to her, and then it goes back to her friends, trying to find her. So they're finding, and then they bump into each other, they're scared. Then they're wondering where Chloe is. Chloe just walks towards them like a zombie look, and then goes up. And then they're asking, what happened? Why did you take your blindfold off? Stuff like that. And then it's like, did you see him? She starts lying. You can tell by her voice. It's a bit weird. And they both know that she saw something, but she won't break it. Now, here's the thing. The first one that died got taken. Chloe, on the other hand, didn't get taken. She pretty much gets infected. So now she had to suffer the hallucinations and mental issues now, which is the worst way to go. So she goes, she never goes to school. The friends end up at night, sneaks over to her house, and once they open the door, she starts knocking at the window. Chloe appears with massive loud sound effects as a jump scare. And then just standing there, just going, looking at them, not saying a word. And they say, Chloe, what's wrong and stuff? Nothing. And then they just walk away because Chloe had like black all around her eyes because you could tell she's suffering from something and doesn't remember anything about Slenderman. And then what happened is the other girl actually saw Slenderman a bit in the the girl that saw her in the library. And then she starts acting a bit crazy, not really crazy, starts talking to the main character, the one that survives the most, and then says stuff like, you have to listen, I found this book, but the main character doesn't believe. She's just walking and she's like, well, I'm going to have a date with my real life boyfriend. Walks away. They both have an argument and they don't talk to each other for a couple days. And when the main character, she also saw Slenderman a tiny bit far away in a distance when she was in the bush. She was in the bush. Slenderman was in the bush and she saw her. Anyway, so what happened is she basically goes on the date, but she starts screaming her head off because she hears a creaking sound, and then her boyfriend looks like Slenderman trying to get her. And then, anyway, when she explains it to her boyfriend finds the video, and she said, don't watch it. The next day at school, you see him walking away and tapping his fingers and stuff. She already knows that he's stuffed. So, what do I think of the movie? Good. Ending bad. And what's my worst what's the worst scene? Worst scene. Well, how the main character was the only smart one and the rest are all dumb. It's like they walk in the forest like 50 times. They trespass on people's houses over and over again. It's like, do you learn? Do you know that Slenderman's out there? No, of course, they haven't seen one freaking horror movie in their life. Because they know. And also, the thing that makes sense is that a sketchy website has a person comment saying how to summon. They click on it, a video, and then it somehow summons Slenderman. How does a sketchy website do that? And then at the end of the movie, the main character Slenderman finds her in the forest, takes her and pulls her into a tree, then covers her with the tree. And it ends with her young sister, who has to suffer the causes of mental issues in the hospital, screaming her head off. And then it cuts to black, and then it has a bunch of videos and photoshops of Slenderman saying, these photoshops and photos and videos are causing kids to get very curious, and then Slenderman leads them into them, and then he either kills them or make them suffer mental issues. So it keeps cycling, and he gets to kill thousands and thousands of kids. So the ending makes sense. It's just really bad. How it's so cliche that everyone has to die. So that's my Slenderman movie reveal. Really good. I loved it. They could work on the ending, but it is what it is. So, hope you guys liked the video, and bye.